everybody, and welcome back to yet another video and to one of my favorite videos to do every year. This is my 2022 birthday haul. Today is my birthday, the day that I'm uploading this. Thank you to everyone who's been so kind to me today, wishing me a happy birthday. You know, like I said, this is one of my favorite videos to do every single year. I love showing you guys what cars I got for my birthday, going through them one by one, and then of course reviewing them in the subsequent weeks. This year we have, I believe, a total of around 7 or 8 cars items, and as per usual, I'll be putting up polls on my community tab for you guys to vote for who you want me to review when. The first poll should be going up soon, and the first review will probably be going up either on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll just have to see. But before we get to that, we should probably address the elephant in the room, or rather, the flag waver. This is Chris Rebstovsky with Yellow Flag, who I got last Christmas and never got around to reviewing. In my opinion, she's a pretty boring release, but, you know, that didn't stop me from wanting to review her. I just somehow never got around to it. I always had other videos to do, and then yesterday, when I was finally preparing to review her, because I was like, okay, I gotta get this review done before my birthday haul, before I have a ton of new reviews to do, I realized that I couldn't find Chris with green flag, so I couldn't compare them. I have the white flag version right here, but I have no clue where my green flag variant went. I know she's around, but I'm currently in the process of like reorganizing all of my cars, so can't currently find the green flag version. So it delayed my plan to review her before the birthday haul. But here's the thing. Chris Rebstovsky with Yellow Flag is a review of a car that I've had for 5 months now. Like I said, I got her for Christmas of last year. So I really think, before she gets caught up in a mess of other reviews and delayed even more, I'm going to be reviewing Chris with Yellow Flag before any of the cars from the birthday haul here, just so that I finally get the review done. So her review should be the first one within the next day or two, and then after that we'll get on to the birthday haul. Just thought I should address that since it's a car I got for Christmas who I still have not reviewed. Anyway, though, moving on to the more exciting stuff, we just have one item from the First Cars movie. I didn't really ask for many things from the First Cars this year, but one of the ones I did ask for was this guy right here, Mater with sign. It's been a while since I've gotten a Mater variant, and it's been a while since I've gotten a Mater variant from the first movie, so I'm very excited to have this guy. This is like the definition of a blink and you'll miss it car. This is a Mater variant that I didn't even realize was in the movie until like a year after I saw the diecast, okay? This Mater is so obscure, he only appears for like literally one shot of the movie where he's holding this Radiator Springs Racing Team sign when McQueen comes in for a pit stop. He's just super obscure. And honestly, I feel it's been quite a while since we've gotten a super obscure diecast like that. I feel like since the release of Cars 3, we really haven't had like character variants that were barely on screen. We've had ones without much screen time, like Cupcake McQueen or Doc with Tire, but all of those are tied to like a memorable joke or gag or scene in the movie. I want some variants where you're like questioning, like, wait, was this even in there? And no, I'm not talking about Hot Rod Steve Urkel. But yeah, very interesting Mater. He's looking off to the side. His tow hook is really, really weird. I'd assume it has something to do with the sign. If not, I have no clue. Look at how long the tow hook is, and it's got like a full loop at the end. Again, I'd assume the sign attaches to it, but it also seems to attach to this hole in the side of the car. Going to be a very interesting one to review. Of course, a release from 2015 there. After that, we have a Cars Tune car. Let me just move a bit. Got him, try not to knock over my tripod. We have Big Fan. Probably the single laziest Cars diecast name ever. This is Big Fan. I was going to say over a decade, but like half a decade later, when they released a new fan, Bucky Breakdust, they gave him a name, but not this guy. This guy's just Big Fan. Of course, a minor character from Mater the Greater, complete with his own fake teeth. This guy's really nice, and I would say he's a very unique diecast if, again, he didn't get a repaint afterwards, which of course was Bucky Breakdust. Very nice diecast, even if his name is just so lazy. Just, come on. Big Fan. Big Fan. The guy's name is Big Fan, okay? Like, his name is Big Fan! Okay, moving on. let's move on to Cars 2. We've got 2 die-casts from Cars 2. The first of which is Becky Whelan. One of the cars from the 2011-2012 Cars 2 single line that I do not have. Slowly but surely making my way through every release from that line. It's not really my goal to get every release from that line since some of them are super expensive, but Becky here is yet another Cars 2 release that has never seen a re-release after one release in that first initial batch of diecast. She's number 33 in the line. Very nice model, very nice design. And I'm just happy to have one of the several Mini Coopers released in the Cars 2 line. Very happy to have this one. Very interesting pattern. She'll probably be going in my London area, maybe with my World Grand Prix fans. I don't know. I actually don't really remember where she appeared in the movie, but very cool with her checkerboard pattern, number 33 in the series, and of course she was a chase, so no wonder she hasn't been released since. What was I thinking? She's a chase. I went through this whole thing on how, she's never been re-released. Yeah, she's a chase. She's not supposed to be. Unlike, say, like Carlo Maserati, who has strangely never been re-released. Moving on, though, we've got another guy from the Cars 2 line. One that has been missing from my collection for 11 years now. This is Pinion Tanaka. Since 2011, I've had Kingpin Nobunaga. It was one of my first Cars 2 diecasts. I never got Pinion Tanaka, the other sumo wrestler. I got the wrestling referee a few years ago, still no Pinion Tanaka. Last year, Mattel decides to re-release one of the wrestlers. It's Kingpin Nobunaga. I get excited because that means they must be re-releasing Pinion Tanaka. For whatever reason, they never re-released him last year and only re-released one of the wrestlers, which of course was the one I already had. There was a 50-50 chance there, and of course they re-released the one that I already had. But now I've gotten him, Pinion Tanaka. Here he is, number 7 in the Cars 2 Deluxe line. Very similar to Kingpin Nobunaga, although I believe, yeah, he's wearing blue while Kingpin is wearing purple, and he also has a different mouth, but they are very, very similar. In fact, I had to double check that this wasn't the one that I already had. But yeah, the one I already had was Kingpin Nobunaga. So very glad to finally have my other sumo wrestler, even though next to each other in my display, they're going to look like the exact same car, but still. After that, we've got 3 items left. Easily the most interesting ones, in my opinion. So when I gave my parents the list for things I wanted for my birthday, I asked my mom to specifically look for TROC cars. As I've explained in past videos, those guys have been going way up in price for the past few years, and I've been trying to get as many as I can before they become, like, unobtainable. So I said, like, basically any cars from the TROC series that I don't already have. And I got 2. Both of which are variants. Hold on. Of Max Schnell. We've got Ice Racer Max Schnell and Carbon Racer Max Schnell. I actually only had one Max Schnell before, just the regular old variant, so it's very cool to get some new variants, to get both the Ice and Carbon variants, adding to my Ice Racer and Carbon Racer collection. Very excited to take a look at these 2 guys. I don't know which one I like better. I'd say probably the Carbon one, which is a lot more subtle in terms of design changes. But, I don't know, I feel like there are a lot of World Grand Prix racers that this light blue color doesn't really work with. But yeah, you can see the back of the packaging there for Ice Racers, and the hideous Daredevil Garage app packaging there for TROC. And then, moving on to the final item. In addition to saying, just look for any TROC cars you can find that aren't going to be too expensive, I also asked to specifically look for another group of diecasts. A group of diecasts that I really missed out on when they first came out, that I don't have many of. A group of diecasts that aren't actually cars. That's right, I asked for planes. And I got one. This is Jan Kowalski, the Polish Wings Around the Globe racer. A character I don't really remember in planes. I haven't seen planes that many times, and a lot of the Wings Around the Globe racers really weren't in it all that much. There are a lot who didn't even speak, but I'm just so glad to have a new planes diecast. They are so expensive now. Unless I found some in like a loose lot, I probably wasn't going to be getting any planes anytime soon. So I'm very glad to have one. Even if it's not the most major character, I don't care. I literally asked any planes you can find for a cheap price. But here we go. Jan Kowalski, very excited to have a planes diecast. I'm sure I'm blowing everyone's minds right now. What? Ty bought a plane? No way. He bought a planes diecast, but he makes fun of the planes movies and every single car's randomness. I do, but I don't really have an issue with the planes movies, but I completely missed out on the diecasts when they were coming out. So just glad to have another one for my collection, which is very, very small and only contains a total of 3 planes. The rest of my planes diecasts are road vehicles, and there are only about 3 or 4 of those. So yeah, very nice to have a new planes diecast. Honestly, I might introduce this guy into Cars Adventures. I don't know what I would do with him, but I think it would be cool to just, introduce a minor planes character just randomly into Cars Adventures. But there you have it, guys. I probably won't be able to fit all of these items on screen right now because I got my tripod going on. But very happy with this birthday haul. Again, I will be putting up some polls very soon. Until then, I don't really know which of these people would want to see the most, so let me know in the comments which of these items you guys would want to see the most so that I know who to put on the poll, since YouTube polls only allow you to have a maximum of 5 options. So for the first poll, I won't be able to feature all the options. But there you have it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys soon for the first review of this haul, after Chris with Yellow Flag, of course. Bye now.